Transition stage. The proletariat has conquered political power and rendered all non-proletarian classes politically powerless, precisely because it cannot get rid of these classes in an instant. This means the proletarian state controls an economy in which partly, even in decreasing amount, both a market-based distribution as well as forms of private disposal of products and means of production exist. These be fragmented or concentrated. The economy is not yet socialist, it's a transition economy. Lower stage communism, or if you want, socialism. Society disposes already, generally, of products, which are allocated to members of society by quotas. This function doesn't require commodity exchange or money anymore. One cannot let Stalin's statement pass, according to which the simple exchange without money, but still based on the law of value, should bring us closer to communism. Rather, it is about a kind of regression to bartering. The allocation of products, on the contrary, follows from the center, without return of an equivalent. Example: if a malaria epidemic breaks out, in the affected region quinine is distributed for free, but solely 1 tubule per person. In this phase, not only compulsory work is necessary, but also the recording of the performed labor time in its certificate. The famous labor voucher so much discussed in the last century. The peculiarity of this certificate is that it cannot be kept in reserve, so that any try to accumulate it leads to the loss of the performed labor quantum without compensation. The law of value is buried. Engels. Hence, on the assumptions we made above, society will not assign values to products. Higher stage of communism, which can be unhesitatingly be called integral socialism. The productivity of labor is in such a way that, apart from pathological cases, neither coercion nor rationing are necessary, to exclude the squandering of products and human energy. Free consumption for all. Example: the pharmacies are distributing quinine free and without constraints, and if one would take 10 tubules to poison himself, he would obviously be just as stupid as the people which confuse a rotten bourgeois society with socialism. In which stage does Stalin find himself? In none of the three. He is in a transition period, not away from capitalism, but towards capitalism. It's almost honorable, and certainly not self-poisoning.